Eu fui a primeira escolha do coach Robert. Fiquei muito feliz, muito motivado, muito elogiado, pois acredito que isso mostra para mim o quanto eu tenho potencial na competição.
Anderson, I was very impressed with his striking. You know, being a striker myself, I could see that he has great stand-up game. A very rangy fighter. He's kind of counter fighter. He likes being first, being fast. He's got a great fight history.
Here is Anderson Braddock Silva!
Aos 12 anos de idade, eu iniciei no kickbox. Como eu brigava muito na rua, um amigo me aconselhou para treinar. Eu treinando, eu pararia de brigar na rua, na escola. Aos 18 anos me tornei o número 1 do Brasil no peso pesado.
The German barbarian in the first round.
Aos 19 eu tive a oportunidade de ir para a Europa, onde comecei minha carreira internacional. Eu já lutei com Maurício Green no Glory. Eu dei 3 knockdowns nele. Tenho cerca de 68 lutas profissionais, 59 vitórias, 29 nocautes.
Anderson Silva!
E agora no MMA, meu foco hoje é poder mostrar pro UFC que eu sou tão bom quanto os que estão lá. Meu oponente para a primeira luta é o Justin. O plano é simples e eficiente, é entrar e nocautear. Não dar chance pro meu adversário entrar lá e acabar com a luta o mais rápido possível.
The whole first round or second round, he's going to try and just bulldoze straight in you. Like he won't do much and then he'll just go straight in. Tries to get you on the fence, take you down, get on top, and keep it there. So if you just pop left, right, just until he starts to slow down, and then you do what you do. Like you get aggressive. You look at Justin's build, that's what he's made for. He's made for that rush in, takedown, grind out sort of fight. Anderson's a rangy fighter, he's a kickboxer. He's going to try and keep it at a distance. He's going to try and control the center and not let Justin push him up against the fence. Stick him with the jab, especially once he starts to slow down. Once he starts to slow down and he's not bulldozing in, just pop.
A luta com o Just vai ser igual 2 caminhões, 2 tanques de guerra indo de encontro. Quem tiver mais armas e melhor estratégia vai sair vencedor.
Good.
There's my dudes right there, bro.
That's what's up, bro.
When I found out they were going to be doing a heavyweight tryout, I was really excited, but at the same time, it was kind of a double-edged sword. My wife she started panicking because she knew she was going to be home without me, and I assured her that, you know, we would get it all taken care of, no worries. And I did. And I knew with my wife enduring what we've already endured together now, pre this, then me being gone for 6 weeks was just going to be a hop, skip, and a jump for her compared to what we've endured together so far.
It just reminds me how beautiful my wife is, too. She's fine as hell. For a big, ugly dude like me, she's good looking.
It's the 4th of July. Everyone's out here. We're having a good time, enjoying ourselves, kind of relaxing before I head to Vegas. Trying to stay out of this summer sun. It's hot here in Arkansas. Humidity's about 100. There's my beautiful wife. Hey, Stevie. Say hi. There you go. There's my son. That's Brantley, 5, almost 6. Gonna be turning 6 just about the time I get home from Vegas. He's the whole reason I'm going and doing this deal.
I'm from Cave City, Arkansas. Growing up there was great because all your neighbors know who you are. They know what you're doing, where you're at. Most of the time, if you got any questions about where Mom and Pa's at, the neighbor knows what's going on.
This is my Toyota. This is my toy. Now, it's redneck, hillbilly-fied, rock crawler. I drive it all the time. It's a daily driver. Can and will go just about anywhere I put it in.
I grew up in a long line of car dealers. My grandpa owned several new car stores when I was growing up, and my dad kind of took over the reins and did a little bit of the same. And the passion just grew. We build custom race cars. We have our own race cars. We've raced on TV. We've raced all over the country on the street. We just got a passion for hot rods.
This is where I work every day, 5 days a week, 7:30 in the morning till 5 o'clock at night.
I'm the shop manager at Dale's Garage, owned by Dale King out of Cave City, Arkansas. We got a big 5-bay automotive shop. We do everything from automotive body repair, ACs, brakes, you know, you name it. If it's on a vehicle, we can fix it. We do it done.
Coming from small town Cave City, Arkansas, I have to train in the adjoining town that's got the closest MMA gym, one of the best MMA gyms in Arkansas. It's in Batesville, Arkansas. It's over on the rougher side of town. There's the gym. The gym I train at is Without Limits Gym. It's owned by Matt Sellers. That's my head coach. He's the one that really pushes me.
I've got a 5-year-old son fixing to be 6 named Brantley Frazier. He's my life. And I've got another son that I adopted about 3 years ago that's 17 years old. His name is LaShawn Starbuck, and he is my wife's baby cousin.
Nice.
He's 6'4", 260 pounds. He's a heck of an athlete. My wife and I came about adopting LaShawn 3 years ago when he showed up at my house on a stolen moped. He got kicked out of the youth ranch. He'd been in trouble all of his life until he moved in with us.
Go set us up, Mom. We're gonna drag race. I'm fixing to kick his butt.
You ready?
Brantley was born at 33 weeks with a major heart complication, and they had told us that if he didn't get to 39 weeks that he wouldn't survive delivery. Well, he was born the same day they told us that. My wife stressed and freaked out, and she went into labor.
Take him down.
2 weeks after labor, he survived. He had to be resuscitated 8 times. 2 weeks later, he had his heart transplant. 5 years now, he's doing pretty good. In between that, one of the medicines that they give him for the heart transplant gave him a diagnosis called PTLD. It's a type of lymphoma cancer. And we fought cancer for about 18 months and still fight the heart condition every day. He's on multiple medicines. He's almost 6 years old. He weighs 30 pounds and he's 36 inches tall. So he's a little bitty guy, but he is as ornery and as mean as anything you've ever seen. If he's got the will to keep, to survive and do what he's doing, then I'm gonna put forth the effort to better his life even more so. And that's why I'm here.
Oh, you got him. Good job. Brantley's the winner.
Favela school is nice there. I know everybody.
You still living there?
Yeah. All my life I lived in the same house. Eu nasci, fui criado no bairro de São Paulo, Zona Norte. É a periferia, conhecido como favela. Todas as áreas, existem boas pessoas e más pessoas, né? Mas, graças a Deus, minha família sempre me colocou em bons caminhos e eu nunca me envolvi com as pessoas assim erradas. Aí, Heitor, dá um oi pros amiguinhos do papai. Heitor, meu filho, minha família, minha esposa. Falta ainda minha filha Lara. Estamos aqui no Rio de Janeiro, aproveitando o final de semana. Tenho 2 filhos, um casal. A menina chamada Lara vai fazer 9 anos. Meu filho vai fazer 1 ano, chamado Heitor. Quando eu não estou treinando, eu nem trabalhando, eu gosto de estar com meus filhos. Gosto de fazer tudo o que eles querem. Se eles querem ir pra praia, eu gosto de levar eles pra praia. Meu hobby é estar com meus filhos, estar curtindo a vida com eles.
Bateu de lado, pé no chão. Afunda o pé, vai, saiu.
Eu sou de São Paulo, meu trabalho é treinar e lutar. A maior parte dos meus campos de MMA eu faço no Rio de Janeiro, onde eu tenho que ficar às vezes semanas, até meses, longe da família. Essa é a parte mais difícil do meu treino, estar longe da minha família, longe de todo mundo. Último dia no Brasil, embarco amanhã. Quer que o papai vai viajar, filho? Não. Ali está o Heitor, minha esposa, meu filho. Ah, filhão, dá tchau, papai.
Tchau, papai. Tchau, papai.
É por eles que eu luto, é por isso que eu tô há quase 20 anos já nisso aí, batalhando dia a dia.
Okay, so jab cross. Good, that's it. Good.
There you go. Mike Tyson. Training with Justin for the last week, we've seen some major improvements, you know, where before we were pretty concerned, you know, he was fatiguing, he was cramping, he was complaining and kind of whining during training. With the shield there, yeah, if you can do that too, just slide it up, boom, you can do that. And those are all signs of weakness. You know, we're thinking he's not going to do great in this fight. But in the last few days, I don't know what's changed in him, you know. I feel like he just needed a group of coaches to believe in him, to believe in his abilities and push him a little bit, you know. And that's what we've done in the last week, and we've seen a total transformation in his attitude.
I have to see. My eyes have to be on his hip. Hey, my eyes have to be on his hip.
Justin Grizzly-Bear is left-handed, and that left hand has got some power behind it, I'll tell you that.
When I was younger, I played football for a couple years and decided to start doing kickboxing and MMA for better cardio and stuff during off season so I could show back up two-a-days in good shape.
Beautiful. It makes you question your profession. Just feel the thunder. He's tapping. Oh, what a fight.
Started fighting pro, won 5 fights in a row, lost 1, won 2 or 3, lost 1, won 2 or 3.
This is a great one right
coming
here.
out. Man, he is so big. Justin Frazier, run right.
I thought I had a chance. I didn't know I was going to go professional. Definitely didn't think I was going to be, you know, knocking at an opportunity at the UFC until after I'd already started fighting professionally and won 2 or 3 good fights. And then I was like, well, I might have a chance at this.
Carlton Little can't move right here. 1 minute. 1 minute. Hey, block, ready, hey, inside, good, inside, outside.
The fact that Whitaker chose me to fight Anderson, their #1 pick, gave me some excitement. I'm the underdog. Everyone's going to expect me to lose in this fight, except for the people that actually know me and have trained with me. Anderson's a phenomenal striker.
Yes.
Probably the best striker in the house on paper. But kickboxing and MMA is not the same thing, and wrestling is an MMA, and he can't hang with me. And I guarantee you, if I get him on the ground and get my hands on him, I'm gonna work him over.
Time. All right.
I think the language barrier kind of got separated with the teams. Team Whitaker got most of the Brazilians, the Cuban, the Spanish guy. They got the girl from Germany and the girl from Lithuania. Everyone on our team communicates well. Leah, she hates it. She's hanging out with us more so than she is with anyone else because she can't communicate with them.
No, que no puede salir eso. No look in the camera.
Ela não entende.
We feel really bad for Leah. Leah's on Team Whitaker. She's just like the lone wolf, man.
What?
Yeah. You speak tomorrow for what happened for the list inside the table, forever. Evan?
Cuando están grabando.
When the moment is the wreck, no so good you right here. I don't know.
Okay, I slow down.
You don't understand me? You don't understand?
No.
Okay. Look me.
Okay.
¿Se entiende?
No, cuando están filmando, film, no list. Do you understand me?
I wouldn't say there's a division. Everyone gets along really well. Everyone's super nice. It's just that we can't really communicate that well. So the language barrier makes it more difficult to communicate with each other.
Hey, is the
Hot tub
caliente? Yeah, the hot jacuzzi? Yeah, good.
We probably should go.
Very good. Very hot.
Sí, muy caliente. Muy caliente. Ah, el guapo es muy caliente.
Juan, the language barrier is a little bit there, but he kind of works like the interpreter in the house for everyone, so you got to be able to communicate with him.
You're #1 in Cuba?
Yeah. No, yeah.
For wrestling?
Yeah.
And there's, in the world?
Tiene entre los 20. Only 20.
Only 20 go to the Olympics? Oh, around
20 in.
Wow. Juan and Michelle, you know, they're probably nice guys. Juan is a gamer, you know, he plays the game, and he thinks he plays it real well, and I feel like he thinks we're dummies. But we're not. Michelle, he thinks we're stupid and don't know he can speak English. Yeah, so when the Olympics is done, then what do you do?
In Cuba. No, me.
What made you start fighting?
No, me finish wrestling, go to Mexico to competition. And go Mexico, me finish. Let's go.
I call him a snake in the grass. My name is Michelle. I'm from Cuba. Olympics. I strong. Win. Yeah. For MMA, man, wrestling is such a great base to have.
Is that a problem?
Yeah, wrestling is a problem.
What up, big man?
How you doing, Coach? Want to get some towels for the big man.
Where's he at?
He's cutting weight.
How's he doing?
We're doing good.
Tonight we're coming over to check on one of our fighters, Justin, who will be fighting Anderson Silva. He didn't have a good showing in the evaluation. He was fatiguing, he was cramping, but has made a complete 180 in the last week. He was a little overweight this week, so now he's got a few pounds that he's got to lose, and we're here to help him out tonight. You're gonna have a six-pack by the end. Yeah,
Get
right.
that KG body.
I'm not that far from you, brother.
One of the things that really perked me up during the weight cut, I believe, was the fact that the coaching staff came over and made sure that I was getting after it and doing like I was supposed to.
Sit down, set, and then get back in there, baby.
Not as much as I think as they were worried that I wasn't, but they wanted to come over and support their fighter, and that really gave me a mental boost and a positive attitude while cutting the weight.
We got him down to about 1.5 pounds over. He could probably sleep a pound off and then float the other half off if he maybe gets in a sauna or something. Just check your weight in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Make sure whatever is left that you got to do, you do it.
I'll be awake.
All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Good job tonight. Good job tonight, brother.
Thank you.
So, Michelle, how do you feel you're gonna do? Good? Like wrestle? Olympics? Strong.
I don't buy into that. I think it's fake. I think his not knowing English is.
Like cookie? I love cookies. I watch Sesame Street. Cookies. Wrestle. Olympics. Boom. Good. We're doing impersonations.
Okay, bro. I see you in the semifinal.
I'll see you there then. If he comes out and tells me he speaks English, all this goes away. But until then, I'm heating his ass. Don't care. Hey, want some tension in the house? I can create some of that real quick.
Welcome to the weigh-in. First to the scale, Anderson da Silva. 240.5 pounds. Next to the scale, Justin Fraser. $266 pounds.
I really think that Anderson has slightly bigger chances to win that fight because he's really experienced striker. Of course, it will not be an easy fight for him, but I think he will just keep going and just finish the fight.
Anderson's gonna have to deal with him closing that distance, and when Justin gets on you, he's the Grizzly. You don't call him Grizzly for no reason. He gets on you and he's strong as an ox, man. I know Anderson was the first pick, but I think Justin's gonna pound his ass out.
I'm pretty chill on fight day. I don't eat very much the day of. I'm a head case. My nerves are my worst enemy. I usually dry heave in a trash can. Not sure why, but I just feel better after I do.
Todo dia à noite, quando eu vou dormir, eu fico na cama pensando, os olhos fechados, imaginando a luta. Eu acredito que ele vai tentar de todas as maneiras tentar me derrubar. E eu vou estar defendendo, colocando meu jogo, até chegar uma hora acertar um chute, um soco nele e vou acabar a luta.
Arthur, I want you to set the tone right off the bat. First 10 seconds, I want you to boom, boom, put him up against the fence, man. Don't even give him a chance, brother.
You know, the motivation that I have of not wanting to lose in front of my son drives me. So once I get in there, I treat it like a life or death situation. It's either me or Anderson leaving the cage.
Yeah, Anderson, let's go.
Do this. You know how to fight.
Going in 3, 2, go.
Hey Justin, tô pronto para lutar, espero que você também esteja. Eu vou dar o meu melhor, espero que você também deixe o seu melhor. A mensagem mais importante que eu tenho é para minha família, que eu tô aqui por eles, meus filhos, eu tô aqui por vocês. E papai ama muito vocês. Grande beijo.
My son, Brantley, got to write me a letter. It's short and sweet to the point. It's hard for me to read, so ignore that. It says, "Dear Daddy, I hope you win. I'm going to miss you so much. I miss you rubbing my legs and making me tea. You're going to kick butt, Dad. I'm so proud of you. I love you so much, Brantley." I'm gonna get in there, close the distance, take his ass to the ground, get a top position, and beat his brains out.
Ready, sir? Ready, sir? Fight!
Use the fence to get up. Pin him there. Pin him down. Pin him down. Now posture up and go. Posture up and go.
Posture up. Elbow, short elbow.
Nice. Nice.
Elbows, elbows.
Nice. Nice. Heavy hips on them. Heavy hips.
Heavy hips. Stay heavy. There you go. Breathe, baby. Breathe.
Heavy hips. Heavy hips on them. There you go. Heavy hips on them, baby. Breathe. Heavy hips. Heavy hips.
Stay heavy on him. Make him work. Stay busy, Justin. Stay busy. Cross his face. Cross face. Segura.
Hey, posture up.
Posture up. Segura. There you go. Soften him up.
There you go. Make points. Make points.
Stay busy, guys. Work to improve.
Body, body, head. Body, body, head. Body, body, head.
Set him up.
Work to improve, work to finish. Watch the fingers in the eyes.
Sit and punch, baby. Sit back and punch. Cross face, cross face. There you go. Cross face. Now punch.
Stay busy, guys.
Posture up and strike. Posture up. Cross face. Cross face. Chin back.
Stay busy. Push, don't squeeze. Don't squeeze on that neck.
Use the fence to stand up. Use the fence to stand up.
Cover his mouth, Justin. Cover his mouth.
Stay busy, guys.
Go back to it.
Push him away.
Put a foot in the hips and push him. Head on your hips, Justin. There you go. There you go. Elbows. Put him open.
There you go. Keep doing what you're doing. Breathe. Breathe.
Let's go.
Keep working. Keep working and stand you up.
Make points. Make points.
Sit up and punch. Sit up and punch.
Keep working.
Hey, again, Justin, sit and punch.
Stay busy.
Nice.
Nice, bud.
Posture up and go.
Posture up.
Keep working.
10 seconds.
We're not tired.
10 seconds.
Time. Up easy. Up easy.
Let's go, baby. Sit down, baby. Perfect. Perfect. Breathe.
Perfect. Listen to coach.
Breathe. Deep inhale.
His neck. Back of his neck. Back of his neck.
If he breaks the guard and his guard is open, I want you to get your hips in. Kind of like you're with your wife, all right?
Okay. Yes, sir. GP first. Take your time. Pop him off, back him up. Pop him off, back him up. Take your time.
Get his humidity's got him sweating pretty good.
Don't let him do that again.
Again.
Second round. Fight.
He's tired now.
Drop the hammer on him, baby. Drop the hammer. Nice, baby. Don't chase like that. Don't chase like that. Be smart. Come on. One overhand. One overhand. Drop the hammer on him.
He's trying to rush in. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Don't grab the cage. Do not grab the cage. Do not grab the cage. Push, don't grab.
If you see something else, get it. But I want you to make points there. There you go. Make points there.
He's very tired. Straight.
Work to improve, work to finish. Work to improve, work to finish.
2 minutes, Edison, get up!
Underhook, get up!
Do not use your head as a weapon. Stay busy.
Drop the hammer!
Stay busy. Watch the back of the head. Watch the back of the head. Up easy, guys, up easy. Hey, don't take your gloves off, you never know. Don't take the gloves off, you never know, guys, you never know.
Fighting. You should be proud of yourself. It's hard getting up here and fighting.
You got 5 minutes if you need it?
Absolutely, sir. Fight's over, guys, fight's over.
Yeah. Fight's over.
Fight.
Within seconds of round one starting, Justin throws over the top knee pick.
What I told Justin before the round started was to drop the hammer, and he came in right away, and that's what he did. He landed the takedown, and I felt like Anderson's ground game is not going to be as good as Justin's wrestling game, and so that's where I wanted the fight to be.
Justin's controlling him against the fence, and he's landing effective strikes with his left hand. Then he drops a massive elbow from the top at one stage and cuts Anderson across the eye.
He was bleeding from the nose, bleeding from the mouth, bleeding from the eyebrow, and that's when we knew we were going to win this round.
Second round. Fight.
Drop the hammer on him, baby.
Round two starts, and Anderson has a better time this time keeping his distance. He's more aware of the takedown coming. He starts to land some really effective strikes on Justin.
Justin's getting tagged up a little bit.
Get out of there. Go!
Except Anderson does the one thing he shouldn't have done, is throwing that lazy kick. That's when Justin was able to capitalize, get the takedown, and stay there.
Anderson, it was unfortunate he got taken down. He couldn't push forward his game plan, couldn't dictate where the fight was going, really couldn't display his high-level striking. But that's the sport we're in.
Winner and moving on by unanimous decision, Justin Frazier.
Good job, man. That was the upset from what I understand. I was the very last pick. He was the very first pick for Team Whitaker. They selected that fight. That was the fight they wanted. I don't think it really turned out how they planned it would. I was the last pick. He was the very first. I was not supposed to win that fight by any means. You made a statement, so. My gas tank's getting better. That's the first time I've ever fought out of the first round, much less went to the end of the second round. I've never fought past 3 minutes in a fight. I always finish my fights in the first round. I try to keep them exciting. Even if it's a lay and pray match, I still try to control the pace and throw a lot of strikes and damage. I felt like I did that pretty good in 10 minutes. I cut him open pretty good and beat him up, and it is what it is. Still got the W, just had to keep working.
You're gonna have shoot.
Ah! Diante conseguiu desenvolver melhor, anulou meu jogo, eu não consegui me soltar, não sei explicar o porquê, não sei explicar meu jogo não soltou, não consegui fazer minha luta, o Diante se sentiu melhor, saiu melhor na luta e acabou me vencendo por decisão unânime.
3 losses now. It's tough, but I've said it before, I'll say it again, this is the sport we do. 2 people step in, one of them has to lose.
It's just the nature of the game.
We're going to learn from this, we're going to get better for the future. My featherweight pick is Yulia versus Marcia. Marcia is obviously an athletic girl. and she's here for a reason. She's good at fighting. But I just feel that Yulia is more accomplished skill set wise, and yeah, and they're of similar sizes.
He's got one of his strongest bulls up against what he thinks is one of our weakest links, but he actually made a mistake. He's going to be in for a surprise because Marcia brings it. She's really confident and very technical and very cerebral in her approach to fighting. So I have a good feeling about this fight with her against Julia.